I'm Dana Denha, and you're watching FYI. The Ann Arbor Public Schools are adding to their curriculum based on the ever-changing world of technology by introducing the elementary students to robotics. Watch as schools throughout the district compete. Elementary robotics teams throughout the district gathered at Forsyth Middle School for some friendly competition.
We're hoping to get them excited about STEM careers, so science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. We find robotics to be one of the most interactive ways to do it.
Today we're doing the robotics competition, so we have to get blocks into collection zones or stack them, and we get points if we get robots on the ramps, and then we're looking for best designs in robots.
They see the problem, what they're supposed to do on the field. They get into small teams at their buildings. They come up with designs. They combine those designs as a team to create one robot each.
You're trying to move blocks from one place to another. Then at the end, you count up your points, and whoever has the most points wins. I think the most challenging part is when we have to stack, because when we have to stack, we have to reverse our directions. So if people say, okay, you have to go forward, when we stack, it might mean actually going backward.
Kids moving forward need these problem-solving skills, the soft skills to work in a team, computer science skills to be able to code, and of course we want to make all our kids makers so they can be either makers, skilled trades themselves, or just be better consumers knowing how things are built well.
Washtenaw County Parks and Rec make enjoying our area parks a fun, interactive experience the entire year. Whether it's sunny or snowy, the parks are always ready to be explored. Rolling Hills County Park is home to some majestic nature areas, but there's also an elusive creature that has inhabited the local wildlife.
Eddie the Yeti, he's a little rambunctious. He likes to get out and cause a little trouble around the park. He loves to do activities in the snow or in the summertime. He likes to ski, snowboard, climb trees, and lots of other activities he can do here at Rolling Hills County Park. Eddie and his family have been living out here for years, and we thought we'd let people know, give them the opportunity to come out and see if they can find him.
Catching a glimpse of Eddie is no simple task.
Today we came out to do the scavenger hunt, the hunt for the Yeti. It's an outdoor scavenger hunt, and they have prizes inside and hot chocolate and cookies and clues hidden all around the park.
You start out with a map that will show you where to go around the trails. We have clues lining the trail so you don't get lost, and then you have to hike throughout the park to the different locations to find Eddie the Yeti and his family.
Even though it's a little bit cold, it's still nice to be outside. It gives the kids a fun activity to do. It keeps them engaged, and it's really nice to enjoy the parks here.
Hey, careful please. For more on all that the county parks have to offer, visit washtenaw.org. It's the snowy season, and there's some need-to-know information for residents and businesses alike as they keep their sidewalks safe for pedestrians. Learn about snow removal guidelines in the city of Ann Arbor in this month's City Roundup in 60.
Hello, my name is Robert Keller with the City of Ann Arbor. Winter means snow and ice, and that makes it hard for people to get around the city, especially pedestrians. So as a resident and business, you need to do your part and help clear your sidewalks of ice and snow. What does that mean? Well, for residents, it means any snow accumulation greater than 1 inch has to be cleared within 24 hours. If you're a business, any snow accumulation by 6 a.m. needs to be cleared by noon the same day. So help do your part, clear your adjacent sidewalks, crosswalk ramps, and any concrete bus stops that may be adjacent to your property, and help make it easier for people to get around the great city of Ann Arbor.
Red is the color of our hearts and the blood that flows to it. So what better way to support the American Heart Association than putting on your best shade of red? The nonprofit funds cardiovascular research, promotes healthy living, and reduces disabilities and death due to cardiovascular disease and stroke. Joining me is Yvonne Fletcher and Adrienne Washington for 100 Ladies in Red. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
So first, can you explain what 100 Ladies in Red is to me?
Well, 100 Ladies in Red is a ministry from Brown Chapel African Methodist Episcopal Church. And Yvonne and I represent the lay organization, which is the ministry of our church. And we have this ministry, it's a program, an educational program. The lay organization is the educational arm of our church. And we have the program to, first of all, educate, because after all, February is Heart Month. And we educate people on heart disease and ways to prevent it and ways to help you live your life to, help me out, Yvonne, live your life so that you won't get heart disease, and if you have heart disease, how you can live with it. So,
correct. And you'll find that many people are not aware of this. You might say it's almost a common thing that people just overlook.
It's almost like a silent killer in a
silent
way.
killer, yes. Many people.
Especially with women, because over the years, doctors, the medical profession they have taught what happens for men more so than for women.
So they're looking more
Exactly.
for symptoms in men.
Exactly. We know the symptoms that are common for men, but they're just now focusing on what the symptoms are for women. And so our focus is not to alleviate what happens for men, but so that women know too.
To bring awareness to women. So you're basically saying, like, if you're, good about your health and you're going in for your regular physicals yearly and stuff, there could be a chance that your doctor might not see that this is a problem that's happening with you.
Exactly. Or sometimes things that commonly happen, women might overlook that there's
It could just be
problem.
something happening on a regular basis.
Exactly.
That they're just like, that's normal, I'm getting older.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's one of the things they do. They just figure it's an age thing when it's not. You find that many people, even though they're young, they have many symptoms and they overlook them. Symptoms such as slurred voice, or you're unable to see. People have strokes every second, and it really counts if they don't miss those, if they don't overlook those
I've known
things.
people that have strokes, and they say every second counts.
Every
the quicker
second
you
counts.
get to a hospital, the better off your chances are post-stroke.
And so they emphasize something called FAST, which I think I mentioned before, but I'll just go over it again. FAST stands for face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty, and when you get that, it's time to do what? Call 911, because all of these things are leading up to possibly a heart attack. First you get the stroke, then you get the heart attack, and so you need to be aware of that. Also, people need to be aware of what they eat. Those things are very instrumental in heart attacks as well. A little exercise at times. Enough sleep. Avoid smoking, and then maintain a healthy weight as well. All of these things are contributing factors to having possibly a heart attack. I can say for myself, when I was young, I had rheumatic fever. And during that time, which is years ago, rheumatic fever was a wide known disease. And it left many people with a damaged heart or an enlarged heart, which also can be a contributing factor to heart attacks. So therefore you need to be aware of that, your history in your family.
Did you have any heart complications?
I had an enlarged heart with
do?
fluid around it, yes. And at that time, they also gave you free medicine because it was just, I guess, sort of like measles or anything else. It was an epidemic of rheumatic fever, which can lead to heart problems.
So you're aware of that, and you make sure that you're kind of being on top of that.
Absolutely. I see the cardiologists every year for sure, and have all the necessary workups and so forth.
Now, one of the results of stroke can be aphasia. So this year we have someone coming to talk about aphasia, Lynn Chenoweth from the Aphasia Friendship Center from Saline, Michigan, and she will be talking to the group about aphasia, and she will also have people with her that have that to show the results of aphasia. A lot of people don't even know what it is, but you might know someone that has aphasia, but you don't know what it is. Because most people, if you say, do you know what aphasia is, they don't know what it is.
Yeah,
So.
probably unless it's someone that's close to you. That's
So that'll be interesting. I saw her do the talk at another
event.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. And I was, I was just amazed at it. So it'll be very interesting.
Well, while we're talking about the actual event that you're having, when is it?
Okay, good. Thank you. So it'll be Sunday, February 24th at Brown Chapel, 1043 West Michigan Avenue. And a shout out to our pastor, Jerry Hatter, First Lady Reverend Gwen Hatter. It'll start at 4 o'clock. It'll be from 4 to 6 o'clock. And we'll have, like I said, Lynn Chenoweth there. And then we'll also have some spiritual food. We'll have the speaker, and we'll have Reverend Christine Dennis from Bethel Church in Ann Arbor.
Awesome.
And we'll have light refreshments, heart-healthy refreshments. And so we're asking the community to come out and support us.
Do you need to buy tickets?
Oh, no, it's free. We'll have a love offering, but it's absolutely free.
And the love offering is donated to the American Heart Association. So we're also
so you're giving back.
Giving
Right,
back,
yeah,
right.
exactly.
So it will help somebody in research to maybe counteract all these problems we're having now with the
This
heart.
is our third
one.
Third one. Last year we had cardiologist
Dr. Wilkes.
right,
Yeah.
from St. Joe.
From St. Joe, he's a well-known one, and it was awesome. And everyone that usually comes, they love the program. And it's for men as well.
Exactly.
Because I had invited a couple, I invited the wife. She brought her husband. He had a red jacket on. He was all in. He thought
I was
going to
say, it's more than just like learning about your heart. I actually get to get all dressed up to the nines like you ladies and look fantastic in your red.
Good music.
Yeah.
Good
and
music.
we have the men sing, mega men to the women, so they sing and they dress up too. And what else do we do? I invite red hat groups too. That's a chance for them to wear their red hats. So we like as
have
many
a spiritual
people as
dance.
possible. Yeah.
Spiritual dancers. So it's
It's
a
a
lot
very
of
good
multi-event.
Yeah, so it
is.
sounds like a fun time, and you're actually, like, I'm sure it's helping people in the long run, you know? They might learn something about their own health that they didn't know and go get checked.
Exactly. Yeah, most people say that, oh, I didn't know that, I didn't know that. So it's very informative.
Yeah, I think like you mentioned, you know, for women it's difficult because doctors aren't necessarily looking for things, and if the doctor's not looking for it, then you're not looking for it either. So,
and we know that as women, you know, we're the caretakers of the world, and we'll put our needs on the back burner all the time. So this is a way to, you know, bring it forward and say, yeah, I better go get that checked out. Yeah, so.
And a lot of women, I think they are going through, what is it, menopause?
Well,
but
I don't know if it's a lot, but
well, a few.
well, everyone goes through it eventually.
Eventually, they'll go
if
through
you're
it.
lucky.
They'll go through it, but it's also could be a sign of a heart attack.
That's true.
Oh,
Because they
like
do.
symptoms of menopause?
Menopause, absolutely. You break out in the sweat when you have the heart attack as well, so it could be misdiagnosed again.
That's true.
Yeah, you could just
So-
think you're having a hot
Right,
flash. Yeah.
and it's a sign of a heart attack. So
Well, you gave us a lot of reasons to come check out the event.
yes, please do.
And thank you so much for coming on the show.
Well, thank you.
thank you for
for
having
having us.
For more on this and other programs, visit a2gov.org/CTN. Visit youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor to see all that CTN has to offer. And remember to like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time to FYI.